Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I got something really cool to show you and something I've wanted for a very long time. This is a Suunto Core all-black military men's outdoor sports watch. Alright everybody, welcome back. So this is going to be a really quick kind of first impressions review. I've had this watch for about 2 weeks now. And it's one I've wanted for a very, very long time. But if you know anything about these and you've looked them up in the past, you know they were ridiculously expensive. They were in the $300 to $400 range. Now I know for you guys wearing Rolexes, that isn't ridiculously expensive. But for me, who rarely wears a watch at all, that's crazy money. Alright, so when I saw it on sale, and I will tell you right now, they're running about $108. If you follow my link down below, you can get them for $108 right now. When I saw this on sale, I decided to check it out, and it's actually a little bit better than I thought it would be. Now, in the past, I did a review on a sports watch that was it was by Pile, believe it or not, the audio company that makes Pile driver speakers. The watch still works. I still have it. As a matter of fact, 2 days ago, I changed the battery in it because I noticed the battery was dying. It works very well, but it doesn't have the same features, and I'll give you a close-up look at the lens there. It doesn't have the same features or the same quality as this watch. One of the things I am going to do is change out this band. The band is what I saw got most of the complaints. A problem with me with rubber bands is it makes my skin break out. You can see I've been wearing it because I already have a little red patch there. That's for my cats. That's not. So I'm going to go with a fabric band for it. I find one on Amazon for like $7. They're not expensive. Another nice feature of this, let me open up the back here real quick, is the fact that you've got this back here, so when you do have to change the battery, it is incredibly user-friendly. It even gives you directions. That's open, that's closed. It's a basic CR2302 battery, 2302 battery. Real simple to put in, real simple to take out. You're probably going to have to change the battery, from what I've been reading, once a year. But really, that's no big deal for a watch like this. It's got a nice 50mm bezel, nice wide bezel there. The contrast on it is on point there. You can really see everything nicely. It's got the bottom button here. We'll do this when the lights are off. The bottom button here will turn on your light. I know you can't see that in the studio lights here, but we'll turn them off and let you see what it looks like in the dark. You do have a luminescent kind of dots up top there. These are not tritium. I've seen a lot of reviewers saying these are tritium. Maybe on different watches they are. These particular ones are not. Those are just the type that if they gather light for a very long time after it's dark, they will glow. But they're not tritium. If it was tritium, I suspect this watch would be a little more expensive. So the cool part about this watch, first of all, you've got this bidirectional bezel that will move around and track your location. You have here, this is your altimeter and your barometer up top there. Okay? And this will give you a reference point of where you are. Now we're about 2,500 feet up. My house is around 24, so that's pretty much right on the money. Okay, this is your compass. So right now we're facing 159 degrees south. If I turn it, see, now we're 230 southwest. This way I know is east, so we're going to try it. There you go, 92 degrees east. And you'll notice that around the outside here is a little thing that will follow you down here on the bottom, and that will move with your movement as well. So it's a very handy thing. This is your mode button in the center. We're going to get back over to that. Now on the bottom here, you see you have the date. You can change that. You can do seconds. You can do your different time zone time. Okay, in a different time zone, you have your time up and running, and you have a stopwatch if you want it, or your alternate time, and nothing. I keep it on the date, the day and date. I like that. That's kind of convenient for me. So all in all, I'm really, really impressed with it. Let me give you a look at it in the dark with the little lights up top there, the little glow, and the light itself. Let me turn off the lights for you. Alright, so you can see the glowing. The two dots up top are glowing, and that's just from the light they've collected. We're going to turn on the light. And there you go. Now normally down here is your light button. I've set it up so that any button I push, and you can go into the menu, we'll show you that later, will turn your light on. and I have it on for, I believe, 10 seconds. So you gotta look at it, what it looks like with the lights on and off. All right, let's put the lights back on again. So let me give you a quick little background on the watch itself. The cool part about this is this is able to track oncoming storms, okay? So the altimeter will track your vertical movement, the barometer tells you the trend in air pressure, and the compass points the way for you. A weather trend graph and storm alarm, which I have turned on, it works very, very well. And also preset sunrise, sunset times, which is what that 4 o'clock was there for sunrise. You have a wrist-top barometer, compass, weather indicator, and altimeter. Really, really cool. The intelligent storm alarm senses drops in air pressure and notifies you of incoming storms. And it did that the other day, right before we had a little bit of drizzle here. And I was really impressed. I'm sitting here with it on. I remember turning it on, and I'm sitting here with it on, and it starts beeping in my ear. And I'm like, why are you beeping? And look at it, and there's a little, the little storm alarm going off. So that's kind of cool. It can sense approaching squalls and bad weather, even when the sky looks clear. That's really handy. Now, the altimeter is a handy tool because if you're standing on or near an obvious geographic feature, such as a ridge, a trail, or a creek, the altimeter can alert you to your current elevation and help you find your position on a topographical map. Similarly, if you're planning on climbing a slope to a certain elevation and traversing, the core can help you stay on course. You've got your barometer, which records the air pressure, and like we said, predicts the changing weather conditions from sunny skies to nasty electrical storms. And you have a built-in weather forecast. If you use that feature, you can have a built-in weather forecaster here. You leave it on long enough, it'll do it. It'll actually pick up on the weather. And it will give you everything you need to know about the weather. The cool part about setting this up is it's very, very user-friendly. The only thing you have to calibrate when you start this is the compass. You're going to take it to the compass mode, and it's going to say calibrate. Calibration requires you to do this. Just turn it like that a few times, and boom, the compass will pop up. Let me give you that again there. It'll pop up like that. So that's the calibration in a nutshell. Really, really simple. I'm kind of hesitant with a lot of these smartwatches. This isn't a smartwatch. This is just an outdoor sports watch. I'm hesitant with the smartwatches because I don't like the fact that they collect a lot of biometric data from you, your blood pressure, your heart rate, and all that, and it's going into a phone. And we know in the past that the phone companies haven't been exactly honest with your personal information, and I don't feel like giving that information out to the world. Not that there's anything wrong with me, but I don't feel like giving out the info. So I'm kind of careful because I notice a lot of new smartwatches now track a ton of health metrics, and I really don't, especially in this day and age, I'm not too keen on giving out that personal information. So that's why I like a watch that just does these functions. If I could find a watch that just takes my phone calls and lets me run a few apps on Google Play Store, I'd be pretty happy. But most of them have this, they want to track your heart rate, your blood pressure, your steps, your this, your that. I'm like, no, that's my personal business. So I kind of like the fact that this is just a watch with a few extra cool features, and it has a possibility in an emergency to really save your life, especially with that, the compass feature on it. I really like that. And again, it's not all that fancy. It's not going to be like in the movies where you see the compass moving everywhere, but it can tell you the direction you're traveling in, whether you're going the right way, and what your heading is. So that's definitely cool. And again, I don't know if you can see it up in here, but there's a little thing on the edge here that runs around with your direction, kind of like a compass would. So definitely a cool feature. I will be bringing this back if we use it for more outdoor videos. I definitely am interested in learning a little bit more about it. Like I said, I've brand new, just picked it up. To do the settings on it, let me show you that really quick. You got to push and hold this button here. And there you go. So you have your memory, your altimeter and barometer, your logbook, recording intervals you can set up there every 30 seconds, every 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 1 second. Now remember, you're going to run down your battery if you do that often, so you don't want to do that too much. So that's kind of handy. We're going to go back here to memory. There's your time and date to set it. This is your sunrise. You set that when you get the watch, and it will tell you what time you can expect it from there on out. Your altimeter and barometer readings, what you want them measured in. Compass settings. We can pop in there for a second. And that's your declination. Your general settings in there. The tone, I've turned off all the tones. The tone guides, your backlight, you can set that. Like I said, I set it for any button, because I figure if I'm pushing a button, I want to see what's going on. And if it's dark, I need the light. If it isn't, it doesn't matter. Okay. So your language, it has a bunch of different languages. I believe it's English, German, French, Spanish. So definitely a bunch of languages in there. And then you're back to the beginning again. So we're going to get out of that, take it back there. And that is the Suunto Core all-black military men's outdoor sport watch. Now it says men's. I'm sure if you're a woman, you can wear it. It's not going to, not going to stop functioning. Like I said, they're on sale right now. These were in the general ballpark of $300 to $400 when they first came out a few years ago. So to get one for $108 is pretty darn good. I will put a link down below where you can check that out. It's also in my store. If you want to check out some other stuff in my store, you can go to my store and check it out there. It's a neat little system. Very handy. I'm actually going to start wearing a watch again because I really find it convenient. Having to dig my phone out every time I want to know the time, at first it's kind of cool. You think, I don't need to wear a watch. But when you're wearing a watch all the time, you kind of get used to just going, oh yeah, it's 12 o'clock. Oh, it's 12:15. So I kind of like having the ability to have a watch on again. So I will be wearing this a lot. We're going to give it a try out. I am going to change the straps, mainly for my own personal preference. I don't like the rubber straps. They tend to make me sweat and break out. And basically it comes with a couple of quick guides. Let's give you that here. In a bunch of different languages. It comes with some extra straps. I don't know if you can see those. That's these here, if they break. And the presentation, although I'm not big on presentation, I don't care if it came in a plain cardboard box. But the box itself is pretty cool. That slides over the top of that. And it's a nice little presentation. I guess it would be a nice storage box if you wanted to keep it in your house. Like that. But for me, I just hang it up on my wall with all my other watches. And I'm definitely going to be giving it a workout. So that's really a first impressions. It's really hard with something like this to give you a full review after having it for 2 weeks. I want to try it out. I want to see if it breaks, if it causes any problems, if the band is no good, whatever. I want to try that out first. So that's just to let you know about the sale. I saw it and I jumped on it because I was like, wow, that's insane that it's that inexpensive. And I definitely have wanted one for a while. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our links down below. Remember, we have our freeze-dried wholesale link there. If you follow that link, you're going to get 15% off. I will leave my code down there. We have our Thrive Life link as well. If you're interested in getting started, some food storage, that's an awesome place to start. And don't forget to check out our Amazon affiliate store as well. I try to put everything I review in the store. If you want more info on this watch, it is in there right now. You can go read up on all the little details and all the reviews. But I try to put everything I review in there. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up if you liked the video. Stay safe and stay prepared.